Hey Brad Gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe. So I'm coming at you with an update on Clover Health, so ticker symbol CLOV. So I did a video earlier on Clover Health, and I believe that the short squeeze was very possible because the short float was pretty much high. It was like 15%, and I still believe that. I believe that even more so now. So in this video, I'm going to go through the price action. So looking at where the price currently is, where I believe it's going to go to, and also when I believe that short squeeze could happen. With that being said, let's get this bread. So first of all, looking at FinViz, and the short float is still sitting at 15%. I mean, this is good because it means that it's still high, right? So the minute the price starts rising or rises even further than it already has risen, then the shorts are pretty much closer to being screwed. So that's a good sign for us buyers, and that's what we want. As well as the short flow, also looking at the target price. So analysts have given it a target price or average target price of $9.33. So $9.33 is actually a good price, and I'm gonna show you why that, on a technical note, why that's a good price. So now let's hop over into the chart. So first of all, looking at pure price action. So basically seeing where what the price has been doing the last couple of months, etc., just to gauge what the price could potentially do the next coming months. And then we'll look at indicators just to see if anything can pretty much confirm our bias or basically contradict our bias. Our bias being that we want this price to go up, right? So the price action is mainly being range bound. So a lot of random activity, which pretty much the stock market does a lot of the time. Most of the movements within the stock market is completely random. The key is to try and find those little areas where there's an imbalance within the buyers and the sellers, and that way we can pretty much either profit on it or know that, look, long term, this is the start to a very good move. So the market's been range bound between $9.07 and roughly around $6.50. From time to time, it's actually gotten above that range. I mean, it got above the range on the 3rd of June, where it pretty much just skyrocketed from there. But the price came back down, stayed within that range, and it's currently in that range still. $9 resistance is actually the resistance that the bulls are trying to get above right now. And that $9 resistance actually coincides with a 50-period moving average. So because the price is below the 50-period moving average at the moment, it's actually serving as a dynamic resistance. So this dynamic resistance coincides with the horizontal resistance. So this is actually a key resistance. So if the price gets above $9, then I can really see the price taking off from here. If it gets above $9 and stays above it for a couple of sessions, then I can see it really taking off, especially seeing as the average rating for analysts is $9.33. So that $9.33 is of course above the $9 resistance. So if the price gets to there and stays there, bearing in mind a lot of people are seeing the same data, that a lot of people know about the analysts. You just need to go onto FinViz, right? And then you see what the analysts are rating it. A lot of people are seeing that, look, analysts are rating at $9.33, right? And a lot of people respect what analysts give. So they'll be like, you know what? Let me just pretty much create demand. A lot of people may start buying into it. A lot of investors may start buying into it. And also, as the price is rising towards that $9.33 and also gets above that $9 resistance, this will effectively start making a lot of short sellers panic, because remember, there's 15% short interest, right? So a lot of short sellers riding on this price going down. And the minute the price starts rising, they're going to start panicking. Why? Because look, first of all, for short selling, they have to borrow shares from people, right? And to borrow, like every loan, etc., you have to pay interest. So every day or every week or whatever that goes by, they effectively have to pay interest to whoever they borrow shares from, as well as they're pretty much netting a loss at that point. It's paper loss until they close the trade. But nevertheless, they see reds within the platform, and no one likes to see reds. So they'll start panicking, right? And a lot of them might have to buy to cover. And then as they're buying to cover, this effectively creates more demand. And then the more demand there is, the higher the price goes up. And you get my drift. We're pretty much going to get some bread on Clover right now. Well, not right now, but soon we're going to be getting some bread on Clover. So guys, just keep hammering it. Keep getting the demand in. If you're already in, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, but keep hammering, all right? Keep creating demand, because there's going to be a short squeeze. The more the demand, the higher the price rises and the more short sellers get trapped. The minute the price got towards this resistance and effectively poked its head above the resistance on the 7th of June, a lot of short sellers would have been panicking, pretty much going around like headless chickens, trying to covered a short. As you can see, a lot of demand was created within that. It gapped up from $11, roughly about $12, all the way up to $16, and then kept going all the way up to the all-time high of $28. So within the stock market, history tends to repeat itself, and I believe the same is going to happen. The price just needs to get above that 50 period moving average, and once it gets above that and stays above that for a couple of sessions, then guys, we're pretty much on the way up. To summarize, we just need to get above that $9 resistance and then get above that pretty much that 50 period moving average. Once we're above both of those for a couple of sessions, that means that the bulls are really taking control and they've effectively started making a lot of short sellers panic. And then once the short sellers panic, they start buying to cover. They start pretty much trying to get out of the trade, because look, no one wants to be in a losing trade, whether or not it's paper losses, because those paper losses, they get higher and higher. And if you're a short seller, you really do not want to be on the wrong side of a short squeeze. Keep going at this. If you believe in Clover Health, keep going at it. Stick to your position, add more if you want. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, like I've already stated. I'm just some guy on YouTube that is coming at you with regular updates on these, letting you guys know wagwan with the price, you know. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell, and of course comment below, let me know your thoughts on Clover Health, the stock. Are you currently invested? Are you thinking about getting invested in it? Let me know in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if this is the kind of content you guys like to see. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.